CEO Donald Trump Card's ex-head policymaker, Steve Bannon, has been interviewee as portion of an inquiry in estimated Ruski interference in the 2016 poll. He met in specific advisor Robert Mueller, who leads the investigation, above 2 days the 1 week. Mr. Bannon was president of Mr. Trump Card's president campaigning up proper atop White's building formal. But he leftward his position in August among accountable of stress in some aides. Mr. Mueller is guideline an inquiry in if the Trump Card campaigning colluded in Russia to impact the U.S. poll. Both of Moscow and Mr. Trump Card reject the. Investigators trust Mr. Bannon may conduct key data on the Trump Card authority, consisting detailed information on why ex-FBI CEO James Comey was fired by the CEO. Mr. Comey has previously told he has no question how he was fired by Mr. Trump Card to changing the Russia inquiry, a accusation the White's building denies. It is not precise which Mr. Bannon was surveyed on, but he is informed to include consumable about 20 several hours talk in Mr. Mueller's crew. The investigation is fleeing near 4 persons such one's creature carried out by political community in convention, and Mr. Bannon tell to one of them on Thursday. He emerging in front line of the building intellect board as portion of their own, individual, inquiry in probable bonds among the Trump Card campaigning and Moscow. But he disappointed the board while he rejected to reply their questions, choice instead of to reply 25 before written questions how had been adopted by the White's building. It led top Democrats to urge for disdain transactions versus Mr. Bannon. Down there was a failure to reply any questions how would include driven out the complete facts. How is not how benefit plant. How's how obstruction plant, the Payne's more Democratic lead Adam Schiff told. In a chirp, more Democratic term Joaquin Castro as well charged Mr. Bannon of obstruction. Republic member Mike Conaway told members of the Payne were unfortunate in Mr. Bannon's responding. He did not reply all the questions we'd love responded, so down there was disappointment amongst board members in honor to how, he told. It is not the at first period Mr. Bannon has been criticized by the Payne. He willingly met in the identical board in January and rejected to reply their questions above a 10-time time. The board later given a summons irresistible him to back for a other period. But Mr. Bannon was according to reports informed by CEO Trump Card to apply execution benefit, a perquisite enabling him to conceal data.